Bro, my heart don't know where you run or you from. Left me with fire in my lungs. Hey, and you told me to burn with it. I'm wondering where the devil are you. Hey man, just me enjoying some YB, nigga. Fuck you, me. Anyway, how you doing, bro? It's train this bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all happy and jolly and shit right now, but the topics we're about to get into is not that. That's what I'm saying. The topics we're getting into and talking about today is some shit that it might get some people triggered. If you come across the channel and you get triggered, my boy, hey man, it is what it is. We're trying to have a conversation. We're trying to talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Talk about the problems in the world. Talk about shit that's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? If you agree or disagree, it don't matter. Leave a comment, bro. Like this shit if you with it. Let's get it. That's what it's talking about.
India, what do you think? Is this fair and reasonable?
Well, you don't need a medical test, you just need an eyeball test. It's there right in front of us. You know, there's an individual who's, what, 270, maybe 300 pounds, competing against much smaller individuals. There's no doubt that testosterone makes you stronger, more aggressive. You go through a male puberty, you have bigger joints, you have bigger bones. All these factors. I'm a massive sports fan. Obviously, I want good things for transgender people, but I just think it's the line that you cannot cross. You have to be respectful. First and foremost, I transitioned to be a woman. I respect women. That's what I am now. And I just think it is grossly unfair. You are stealing people's dreams.
Wow.
Okay, well, this very strong words, and that's how a lot of people feel about this. Joanna,
We'll
this
comment
is
in
a
a minute.
tweet I just got from Chris Tomlinson.
Actually, hold on, bro. You see how good my skin looking today, bro? I should be sponsored by Nivea, man. I use your product, boy. You should sponsor me. I look too good. Hey, hit me up with that sponsorship. I need me that bread.
Times Olympic long jumper, world, indoor and European medalist, and a dad. And he just said the physical advantages a man has over a woman in sport are mammoth. I believe men converting to women, then competing in the women's category, could wreck women's sport. I do hope Piers Morgan speaks up for women's rights. This is my point. Nothing I'm about to say to you is transphobic. I completely support transgender rights, and I have great respect for people who want to transition.
He's a respectful
My
man.
issue is where transgender rights appear to be deemed more important to women's rights, even when they're clearly damaging.
That's real talk too, my nigga. Like, it starts blurring lines, my nigga. This, like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be about trans rights and whatever. It should just be about everyone's rights type shit, my nigga. And I feel like sometimes these motherfuckers, these trans niggas, trans females, trans women, trans people, trans boys, bro, they take it to a different level of like, if you don't agree with them, you're like, you evil or something. Like, bro, like, I don't give a fuck what you do. Do what you want to do. Identify as you want to identify as. You know what I mean? But you ain't got to put it on me if I don't agree with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I don't agree with it, you don't put it on me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They be getting angry as hell because of my opinion. It's my opinion. Keep it stepping. Say you hear me and move on. It is what it is.
Women's rights. And I'll give you one example. If Usain Bolt decided tomorrow
Yeah, let's see what you're going to say about
be
it.
a woman and compete in the Olympics in the women's 100-meter final, would that be fair?
Not tomorrow, but after a year of hormone therapy, he'd be running 10, 12% slower, and he would only be approximately as fast as the fastest women's sprinters.
He could run 50% slower, couldn't he, and still win?
50%? No, they're only a second difference between the fastest men and the fastest women. It's 10%. He would lose that. My data shows it, and he would only be as fast as the
With
fastest.
the greatest respect, you know, I've been on hormones now for, what, 3 years? And after a year, I still had some residue strength, and there was still that difference.
And also,
there.
we have these sprinters in Connecticut, for example. There are two young sprinters who were competing as male sprinters, now competing as female sprinters, smashing all records in Connecticut for women's sprinting, clearly have had no demonstrable difference in their speeds and are destroying women's rights to the extent that they're now, Connecticut's now being sued, the authorities there, by...
Okay, hold on. You see? Like, bro, I got nothing against people transitioning, becoming transgender or whatever, bro. But you see what it's doing to your sport, bro? Your females now complaining that these niggas, these people, I ain't gonna say whatever, you know what I'm saying? They identify as whatever. That these people are taking over their sport, bro. They're taking over their sport and they dominating their sport. I seen like on the news like a few days ago, a apparently like a team full of men, like all netball players, and they're all men, and they went into a women's league, and they're like, oh, we inclusive and shit. Anybody can hop in here and do whatever, right? So they did that, right? They allowed them to play, and they won the championship. And at the end, everyone's like, nah, man, that's not fair, yada, yada, yada. But you want equality, and we gave you equality, my nigga. So you're hating? You're hating now? You don't want equality no more? Because you'll see what it do to y'all? Like, clearly men and females are not equal. They're equal in certain things, but in terms of physicality and just shit like that, we are not equal, bro. It's a scientific fact. It's not even me being like, you know what I'm saying, a dick or nothing. It's a scientific fact. You can search this shit up, bro. That's not even jokes. You can search this shit up.
By other women who feel the competition now is grotesquely unfair, and that they themselves have had their own dreams and their own battle for fairness, equality, and success destroyed.
Connecticut doesn't require hormone therapy, and the trans girls were winning before they started on hormone therapy. Their lawyer says they're now on hormone therapy. They're no longer winning.
Is it purely about hormones? Because, of course, the reason that men's sport and women's sport are separate in a number of cases is because of the development of muscle, strength, bigger size, bulk, weight, not testosterone at a certain point.
It's the body mechanics.
Speak up,
the
sis. That's
development
fact.
of that body over years.
Even after hormone therapy, trans women will maintain some advantages. As you say, they're bigger, stronger. That is true. Trans women have disadvantages too. Their larger frames are now being powered by reduced muscle mass, reduced aerobic capacity. It's a big car with a small engine competing against a small car with a small engine.
But
and all you see is the big car.
Like boxing and weightlifting, clearly, it's a foregone conclusion.
Having a bigger
it's basically
frame
not worth
is going to be an
anymore.
advantage.
And I think the real
Would you allow, somebody like Anthony Joshua to box in women's boxing in a year's time if he had?
That's a dumbass question, but whatever. Entertaining.
There's a weight category issue. I'm not sure about the weight categories. He could be a lot bigger than any woman, but if he was in a woman's size weight category, yes, I would.
You would let Floyd Mayweather,
crazy.
who is pound for pound the most successful boxer in male history, you would let him in a year's time compete at the same weight against women?
Yeah, if there's a weight category.
This is nonsense. I'm sorry.
It's absolute
How
garbage.
could you possibly countenance?
Hey, and she's trans too, and she agreeing. She agreeing that you sound stupid. What you saying, bruh? My nigga, it's like saying, could you say LeBron James could do the same shit, could just hop into the WNBA and just play, you know what I'm saying, if he did all this shit that you're talking about? And you'll say, yeah? Bruh, that nigga winning like, I don't know how many championships in a row. I ain't even trying to be disrespectful, but you know what I'm saying? The best player in the world just dropped into the women's sports. Like, it's not even me being disrespectful to women or nothing. Women are good at sports. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Some of the WNBA players will whoop my ass right now if I went for a 1v1. That's a fact. But all I'm saying is, y'all gotta know, bruh, that there's biological things that make men physically stronger no matter what the fuck you do. Like, bruh, that nigga still has all his muscle, right? No matter about your motherfucking hormones being changed, he still got all the muscle and everything else. That's not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It's actually delusional, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Delusion that y'all think that females and males can compete in sports like these, especially like sports that include that require like any sort of athleticism. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's where we cross the line right there. Like, we all know. You know what I'm saying? We all know.
Putting Floyd Mayweather, the most dangerous boxer pound for pound, arguably in the history of boxing, into a ring with women born to female bodies. This is where the argument becomes utterly ridiculous.
In the
and it's
mix-
not
Hey, he doing
transphobic
it
to say so.
dirty.
It's common sense.
There's a fighter called Fallon Fox in the mixed martial arts world who is a big individual, got into a fight, round one, broke somebody's skull.
So, that was in 2014. Can you have something more recent? Trans women are not taking over women's
Still
sports.
relevant.
Trans women are not causing...
Hey, bro, real talk? My nigga, I think, hold on. This sounds stupid, right? Hold on. I think, let's say theoretically, it's a theory, alright? Let's say theoretically, I become a trans woman, right? And I say, I want to join the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? I get first round pick. I dunk every play. I'm taking fadeaways, I'm averaging the most steals in history, they still gonna say that shit fair? Hell nah. They're gonna be like, they're gonna start like tripping on their feet now because they're trying to be all inclusive and shit and respect the trans people and shit, right? But now they're gonna be like, nah, man, you was really a guy to begin with, so they're gonna start coming up with excuses and start hating on you in other ways. They really are. You know what I'm saying? So don't say that shit, bruh. Like, bruh, it's not fair. It's just not fair, nigga. It's not fair. It is not fair. Please.
In rugby, for instance, haven't created one.
It's for your sport,
in the
bruh.
last
Your
five
There's a trans
years.
woman in cricket in
Yes.
Kent who averaged something like 17 playing men's cricket and now averages 135.
On the verge.
Do you see the increase? Do you see the increase? Nigga, you just cheated. It's like going from let's say an NBA player come to the BBL. I know it's like the British Basketball League, right? NBA player BBL. That nigga, let's say that nigga is like a role player, he averaged 12. He gonna average 30. Is that fair to y'all? I don't think that's fair. That's literally what we're trying to say. That is not fair right there. Real talk.
Playing women's cricket and was deemed Women Cricketer of the Year in Kent. That is ridiculous. And nothing against that woman. I totally respect the fact she's transitioned and wants to be a woman. Fine. But you were competing against male cricketers at a certain level.
And you were
now
trash.
your level, despite the treatment, has actually 10 times improved. How can that be fair?
She
Real
hasn't
talk.
said whether she's on treatment or not. I would presume that she's not because she hasn't said so.
What's that argument every time? The trans athlete, right, would be on this shit. Why is that your argument every time that they're no hormones? That's why they're dominating. What's that your argument every time? Like, can you just start using logic and say, you know what? Yeah, men are stronger, and she still got male features. Yeah, so that's why she's still going crazy. Don't talk about the hormones.
Again, if we watched her go under treatment, we would see a massive change in her
You
performance.
know, in your heart, and I respect the battle that you're waging to support transgender rights, and, you know, I get this is a real hot potato, very complicated. But honestly, when our viewers hear you say that Floyd Mayweather should be allowed to box against women of the same weight in a year's time if he just has a bit of testosterone treatment, and what I don't like about it is it's not just ridiculous and highly dangerous for women to even suggest that, but it makes a mockery to me of people like India who have actually gone through transitioning.
And it creates
makes transgenderism become a subject of open mockery.
Joanna,
And it
you've been
also
through
creates a
transition as well.
backlash,
Yes,
though,
but
because
But do you not
people
see that?
get
You must hear that from
peeved
other
off
transgender people like
at
India.
things like this happening. I think women justifiably do feel things like toilets. I went to the Old Vic recently, and it's absolutely ludicrous. The only gender as such that has a dedicated bathroom now is gender neutral. Men and women have had to give up their rights. But the real issue here is that this is going to be a gradual creep. The original rules for transgender athletes came in just prior to the 2004 Olympics. Then it used to be you had to have a full medical transition, be on estrogen.
Hey, man, I think that's the end of the video, but regardless of that, bro, hey, man, the point is clear, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not for or against the transgender rights and whatever. But when it comes to sports, bro, if you want to enjoy your sports as women and as men, bro, please, bro. Y'all know it's ridiculous. Stop comparing these, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seeing the numbers. How can somebody, like, be 10 times better, you know what I'm saying, in a different league, bro? Answer that. How can somebody be 10 times better in a different league, bro? You know what I'm saying? Even though they consider women and shit, he still got male features and male accolades and male stature, and, you know what I mean? And all of that. Yeah, it's ruining your sport, bro. And eventually you're going to realize, oh shit, transgender women are better than normal women in terms of sports. No disrespect. And it's a fact. You're going to find out. So many records being broken. A swimmer did it like last week. And they were all mad about it. Like, nah, man, you can't really be out here doing that. Whoa. It's not fair. How is it not fair? I thought it was equal, yeah? I thought it was equal. Hey, man, I'm going to start talking before I get canceled out here, bro. I'm out, bro. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Skedaddle.